Nichelle Nichols didn't just make television history. She also changed the landscape of civil rights and space history as well. She's most notably known for her role in Star Trek as Lieutenant Uhura, but her impact spans further than sci-fi. So much so that we still feel it today. She was born in December of 1932 in Robbins, Illinois as Grace Dale Nichols. Her father was a factory worker and one-time mayor of Robbins. Her mom was a homemaker. She trained in dance at the Chicago Ballet Academy from the age of 12. Before acting, she worked as a singer and dancer for Duke Ellington and Lionel Hampton. She also appeared on stage for productions like Porgy and Bess and Carmen Jones. Her breakout came in 1966 when she was cast in Star Trek as Lieutenant Uhura. She became one of the first black women on United States television to be cast as a leader and not a servant. She took up command as a communications officer on the bridge of the USS Enterprise. She nearly left the show at the end of the first season. But it was Martin Luther King Jr. himself who told her that she needed to stay, saying that her representation was important and would serve a greater purpose. And it absolutely did, more than she knew. In 1968, she shared a kiss with Captain Kirk, something that had rarely been seen to this point in American television, let alone taken seriously. She continuously reprised this role for different projects for the next 3 decades. She also had roles in 2 Tarzan movies in 1967 and 1970. She starred opposite of Isaac Hayes in the blaxploitation horror film Truck Turner. She was in the 1986 The Supernaturals. She guest starred in Heroes. And she gave her voice to projects like Batman the Animated Series and Gargoyles. She also appeared in Renegades Omanara. In 1977, she worked with NASA to recruit women and minorities. But ironically enough, by this time, she had already inspired Sally Ride and Mae Jemison to pursue their dreams to space. Sally Ride being the first American woman in space, and Mae Jemison being the first black woman in space. And those were not the only 2 people she had inspired. There was a whole generation of people who had seen her role in Star Trek and said, I can do that too. She continued to be an advocate throughout the rest of her life. She did, however, face health struggles later in her life. In 2015, she had a stroke, and in 2018, she was diagnosed with dementia. She eventually passed away in 2022 due to heart failure. The legacy, though, that she built moves on. She was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1992. She also has an asteroid named after her. And now the Nichelle Nichols Foundation has launched the Nichelle Nichols Space Camp. The first camp being in January of 2026 at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville, Alabama. Designated for teenage girls between the ages of 14 and 18, it is a legitimate space camp. The program embodies Nichols' own guiding principles such as diversity, inclusion, teamwork, and kindness. Nichols showed that representation truly matters, that it was a gateway that provided opportunities for every background to have a seat at the table. And even now, she's still helping to bring that vision to life.